Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment with me, BringItDon. So off camera, I went around and talked to some of the unnamed NPCs, and there's a specific one if you talk to. For the most part, this is what they say, though. I'll just show. So mage in training, this person is staring intently at a metal panel mounted on the chamber's wall. After a moment of fierce concentration, they wave their hands about and utter a string of impressive-sounding arcane syllables, all to no effect. Nonetheless, they continue to practice diligently, far too involved with their work to speak with you. But if you talk to this guy in the green right here, this person is carrying a sheaf of papers and unwound scrolls. They occasionally pause to look through them and read portions of what's written aloud, practicing elaborate hand motions as they do so. They look up as you come to stand before them. Greetings. Greetings. What is this place? This is where aspiring mages can come to train and study. Many wizards took their first steps in the art as fledgling sorcerers here. Where's the trainer?
Updated my journal.
I do not know where Lady Thorncombe has gone. I would suggest you try the Sensoriums. She spends much of her time there. They lower their voice, frowning. Perhaps too much. The Sensoriums. Ask Splinter, just inside the fest hall's entrance of them. You cannot reach them yourself, but he will take you there. No, that's all I wish to know. Farewell. So we will return to the public Sensoriums, we will talk to Lady Thorncombe, and see what happens.
Alright.
And allergies are ravaging my body currently, so I apologize if I stumble over my words, or if I sniffle. Anyway, let's see. This woman is still meandering about the Sensorium, traveling from stone to stone. She looks you over as you approach, but does not seem to recognize you. Are you, by chance, Lady Thorncombe? Her eyes widen momentarily. She looks away from you. No. No, I am not, sir. But I think that you are, madam. I was told you are the mage's tutor of the Civic Fest Hall. Lady Thorncombe puts on a sullen look. If I was this woman, what of it? I'd hoped to receive training in the magical arts.
Updated my journal.
I shall dash your hopes to pieces then. I no longer wish to teach magic. Now go. Leave me in peace. But why not? As if it were any concern of yours. But it is. I seek to learn, and you can teach. I would know what I might do to convince you to train me. She sighs loudly and resumes chewing on her thumbnail. I doubt there's much you can offer me which I cannot find on my own. The sensory stones provide me with all things that my considerable wealth cannot buy. The sensory stones. Yes. Each stone has recorded within it one experience, or another. When I first came to these halls, I spent little time with them. Only now do I realize what I had been missing. What had he been missing?
Updated my journal.
She nods, smiling. Her eyes take on a glassy sheen, and she holds herself tightly. One could spend lifetimes here among the stones. Experience after wondrous experience. Mere words cannot express their magnificence. I can only suggest you see for yourself, sir. You sound addicted. She snarls at you. Nonsense. I could stop any time I wished. I merely choose to bask in their wonder. Why waste time teaching dawdling, ungrateful magelings, when I could remain here, among these precious stones, living 100 new lives each day? I don't think the stones are there for that. Shouldn't you seek sensations of your own to share? Humph. What you think matters little to me. Farewell. Leave. Okay. So,
Right.
With that in mind, I'm going to go talk to Salabash the Onyx and see if he can replace her as the
I'm gone.
tutor now.
Done.
And if so, maybe he can train me? Alright, so we've read all this before. You could always bring up the fact that she's addicted to sensory stones. She doesn't seem to want to teach anymore.
Updated my journal.
Salabash's tight lips curl into a nasty smile. Is she now? Is she no longer cares to teach? Excellent. He rubs his hands together eagerly. I'll request to be made the new mage's tutor shortly then. Alright, and maybe when we go back in here, he'll be waiting for us. He is not. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm a pretty potent mage all on my own, so I'm not going to
I'm gone.
Not gonna stress. Alright, Alright, so I'm curious. I want to go back out. Oh wait, hold on, there's 2 exits there. Okay, so they take you to either...
Done.
I'm assuming if I click on that one, it's going to take me to the bottom right? Yeah. Alright. Cool.
I'm gone.
Let's talk to the room clerk. The attractive young woman smiles pleasantly. Greetings, sir. She closes her eyes and flips through a large ledger, stopping at what seems to be a random page and opening her eyes once more. Ah, here's your room key. She hands you a small key. The easternmost chamber has been waiting quite some time for your return. Would you like to rest now, sir? No, but what do you mean, waiting for my return? The clerk gives you a strange look. My ledger indicates that this is your key, sir, and has been for a good long time. That is not so, but perhaps I am merely mistaken. Would you like to rest now, sir? Yes, that'd be nice. If you remember, the Nameless One was a member of the Sensates during one of his previous lives, so this makes sense. Alright, so easternmost room should be this one. Here we are. You can see a small enclosed patio through these glass doors. Alright, let's start looting. 333 or 83? Ooh, a bunch of spell. Oh, hold on. I re-equipped all this stuff after I stopped being a mage. I'll give all the weapons to her. Oh, I'm gonna do this cheese. I don't know why I have it in my inventory. Alright, 6 slots for 6 spells. One of those wasn't a scroll of identify, so I can identify a scroll. Another optics lens. Pacify. Magically pacify 2 to 8 creatures of 6 hit dice or less in the area of effect. Alright, I'll grab it. I'm game. Alright, another jar of embalming fluid. Haven't used the other ones that I have. And a ton of charms. Okay, let's grab those. Finger bones will go to him, since he has the rest of them anyway. Cockroach charm, what does that do? Plus 4 to armor class, plus 2 to armor class versus crushing, and 10% resistance to versus crushing attacks. Give that to him. Corpse fly charm, we'll give to her so she has more offensive capabilities. And actually, yeah, he already has a knot charm. Give her the blind charm as well. There we go. And that is locked.
I'm
okay.
gone.
Well, good news is I have Anna, so
Might as well.
nothing remains locked for long.
All right.
Dodecahedron and Scroll of Fire and Ice. What does that do? Spell summons 2 crystal spheres, 1 red, 1 blue, that strike a specified target. Upon impact, the red sphere explodes into a fireball, a 30-foot radius that inflicts 3 to 18 points of fire damage upon all within range. And okay, well, that's pretty crazy. Let's copy that down. And what level spell is that? I'm assuming it's going to be out. Yeah. Let's get rid of these. Just, oh, what's this? Oh, Mechanist Cannon. I really want those level 8 spells. Really want to be able to use that. Now, what is this dodecahedron? This heavy dodecahedron, about the size of both your fists balled together, seems inexplicably familiar to you. Its texture is cold and smooth, but whether it's metal or stone you cannot tell. A certain almost intangible tension runs over the object, as if it were ready to spring into the air at any moment. Alright, that's what we just read. Examine the dodecahedron closely. Upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock. As each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions, the dodecahedron is no less than 244,140,140,625 settings. It would take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all the combinations. But then, you might just get lucky and stumble into a solution in minutes. I fiddle with it for a bit. As you methodically twist the cold gray facets of the dodecahedron, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move of their own accord, turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before, and you knew the combinations once. And you also become aware that there's a certain danger within the object. Whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane though, you cannot recall. I'll keep working at the dodecahedron. In moments you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into their proper places. As you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron, you recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at a meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations, certain that you've made progress in the unraveling of the object's secret. Keep working at it. After avoiding the dodecahedron's springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the 9th side of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember a second trap. Jets of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal, corrosive vapor around a curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you've nearly unlocked the dodecahedron. Keep working. You circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap, and begin your work on the final facet positions. Just as you're locking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect sorceress runes hidden within the dodecahedron that blast the unwitting holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the trap with the correct number of facet rotations, the dodecahedron clicks and begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into its surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that by twisting the pentagonal facets that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally realize that the dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. Until I learn to read this language, I might as well just put it away.
Updated my journal.
Alright, so we need to find a linguist. Hopefully they don't mind me just coming in and rummaging through there. Oops. Nope.
Might as well. Got it.
All right.
Well, money's nice, but I have a ton of money currently, and I have nothing to spend it on. At least yet. I don't know. Oh, in you go. I wish the music would start playing again. That would be... Nope, hold on, everybody chill out.
All right.
Ready, right?
Alright, well her inventory is full.
All right.
The subject of this portrait is only vaguely humanoid. An oil painting with a young woman. So is this a mirror? A small enclosed courtyard lies outside this window.
I'm here. Why not?
And 84 copper commons. Alright.
I'm gone.
Oh wait, hold on, there's another person here. Unfulfilled desire. Let's talk to her. The woman before you is incredibly attractive. There's some intangible aura about her that makes you want to speak to her. As you step up to her, she glances at you coyly, then she gives a knowing smile. Greetings. You want something, yes? She hisses the yes, drawing it out slowly, sensually, from between her teeth. I can help. Name your desire, and I shall provide it. I love the Festal. Aye, Mort. The woman ignores Mort, her eyes locked with yours. She smiles, awaiting your response. Oh. Yeah, what do you have that I might want? Let's approach this with skepticism. All that you might want lies within my reach. What little I do not possess, I can obtain. Speak your desire. Well, there is something that I want. I want knowledge. I have some questions. She frowns, looking away from you for a moment. Knowledge. Such a thing I do not seek to deal in. Surely you have some other want, some other need you can speak to me of. Okay. All my memories returned. All of them. She smiles. Much may be forgotten in a lifetime, and much more in several lifetimes. I can help you. She studies your face closely. Explain to me the ways in which you want these memories. Speak to me your craving, and I shall speak to you of the price. What proof do you have that you could return them to me? She doesn't seem to move, but suddenly her hand is touching your forehead, a finger dragging along your temple. Only this. You feel as if the fog in your head has been peeled away briefly, enough to catch a glimpse of remembrance. But before you can focus on the memory, the fog rolls back in. Only this. Only tell me why you desire it. Speak to me your craving, and I shall speak to you of the price. Describe the way in which you want your memories back. As you speak, her smile fades, and she leans forward attentively, her eyes ravaging your features as you speak. Her presence compels you to speak more than you normally would, and after a few moments, her eyes flutter closed as she gives a sharp intake of breath. Suddenly, the desire for your memories begins to wane. Your want slowly drains out of you, leaving only a cold emptiness in its wake. She opens her eyes again as you stop speaking. What is wrong, traveler? Do you no longer want your memories returned to you? No, I mean yes. What have you done to me? She seems perplexed. Whatever do you mean? Despite her innocent demeanor, you're certain something unnatural has occurred. She has somehow siphoned off some part of your desire, stolen it away for some ghastly collection of wants, or perhaps to feed upon. Had he finished speaking of your desire, you're certain it would have been lost forever to you. Come now, is there something else you want then? Tell me of it. I'd best not. Farewell, unfulfilled desire. Alright, I don't like that at all.
Alright.
Ugh, that is...
Done.
it fits in the game, in the theme of Planescape Torment, having someone that's capable of doing that, but it's, ugh. You know, to sap away your desire? Ugh, that's... Oh, holy crap, I never saw this up here. Scroll of Force Missiles.
I'm gone.
Alright, I guess we're going to the Private Sensorium now.
Done.
So this is a place only open to sensates. Well, I think that's the guy that's in charge of this place, isn't it? Alright, let's look at the stones first. Then we can talk to Quell if we need to. The sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." Begin the sensation. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, flashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You're sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic begin to well up within you. And one moment. Try and get your bearings. Ah, awake now, are you? A questioning all done? The voice is an old woman's thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Listen. Now a see me you did, a spoke you did, and poorly, so the price you have paid, The crone sounds amused, then her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions, now you will listen, and you will remember my words. For reminding me, you shall live, she hisses. Not if you hear me, or another bit I shall take. Nod. Remember me, traveler. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup, pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories, but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak. My precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again. Nod if you hear me, ragged thing. Nod. Ah, pretty. Polite to a listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off, as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick, gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. I'm not going to do this yet, as I feel like I'm going to get sucked away to wherever Ravel's at, and I'm...
Updated my journal.
Alright, so stir myself from the experience, because I want to look at the other stones first. Your vision clears until you're standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try and shake off the experience and leave. Here comes Quell. Think he's going to speak to me? No. Alright. Let's do the other experiences first. The inscription around the base of the sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea. Begin the sensation. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods, somewhere. The trees around you are, by far, the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Continue experience. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness, a mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings. Oh, greetings, greetings, so good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silent. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, you don't know. Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-darned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke? Those journals that called me an incarnation? Ha! Burn them all, I did. All that I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself, other incarnations of preserving their experiences and writings so later lives could benefit. Thieves. It is my life, mine. Y'all want to steal my body, and you won't have it. So you're one of my early incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away. If you'd put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? Okay, you already said that. Where am I? Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you, ensnare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles evilly. I have some questions then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. Did you create that trap dodecahedron? I don't know what you're babbling about. Heh, heh heh. Alright, it was me. Brilliant, wasn't it? Did you play with it a bit? Lose a finger or an eye, I hope? He chortles merrily. How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but my own would set it off. But if your flesh sets it off, wouldn't that mean I'm you? You trapped yourself. I've trapped myself, don't you see? But that's not... You're one of the... I thought I put in safeguards. How could you... I... be so foolish? He wrings his hands together, biting his lower lip. How to get out? How? I've forgotten. Wait. I'm the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. If you are I, then you can release yourself. Try to release yourself by willing the trap open. Okay, that was easy. Can I go back in? The inscription around the base of the sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience. Okay. Should you touch it, though, you'll be drawn back into that insane early incarnation's trap. Okay, well, I'm not going to mess with that again. Mostly because it won't let me. What's this one? The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculpted, so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal. Longing. Begin the sensation. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. Close your eyes and submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you're overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there's a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Turn to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You've come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes and sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind, 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you, only you. Yet you hesitated, at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go, but you were not. You were afraid to stay. In the fear, the serpent writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Echo. Only you, only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands, powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. Echo. Only you can help me, Dayanara, but it is wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak. Dayanara, yet you, it is you, gray-skinned like a statue striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos, horrible. Yet you see through Dayanara's eyes, and she sees... How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such a light, such terrible longing light. For she... How can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dayanara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you... what? I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dayanara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with a cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing that the stricken girl will see next through her... Knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who are you, that person, that man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista piercing her breast. Her. Yet she sees only relief at your return. How? How can she feel, and not know you mean to, I've come to ask your forgiveness, Dayanara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dayanara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dayanara. You are a tool to him, a tool he needs to. But Dayanara speaks, and you can't stop her. I have placed myself in 1,000 dangers. Embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you, though the plains themselves should bar. Though the plains themselves should bar the way. You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing that she would save him, always knowing. And her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart. Trapped, she is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear, you would die for him. I can be strong, my love. I will. The words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by the serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Dayanara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final, terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her. He means to hurt her. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, Dayanara, for his eyes unmake all things, and... Of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her. You speak the words, and in it, you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence. Yet, still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. As for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S, in it I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left.
Updated my journal.
You, him. A wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no. No, keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Come now. I cannot die, Dayanara. There's no need for such foolishness. Her, you, she is overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you, and the fear that wells up inside her. You as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you're badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that would be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered, just for a moment. You watch, silent as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silvered glass. Of some use, such a casual statement, yet even Dayanara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is, the serpent. And your hope dies, as in Dayanara's eyes. The emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you've done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words falls on Dayanara so quick, so sharp you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy? The things you do, Dayanara. Such romantic gestures. No matter. No. You, Dayanara, you have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There's the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself, or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself, or for the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dayanara. But enough of this. I must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain, and the experience swirls around you, terrible, the spiraling towards the final scene. The question, she, wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dayanara. Don't ask it. Be silent. Be silent. My love, before you go. His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go, it looks like I am in no danger of that. Come, Dayanara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She is desperate, drowning. Say it. And you, speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dayanara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dayanara. I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought, a response sharp and deadly, like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dayanara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see you want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you, like you are drowning, and you need to speak, you long to speak, but you cannot, and tear yourself away from the experience. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone. Bloody tears rush from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands, to coat the stone. Blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. Fall from grace, and suddenly Fall from grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk. She brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. She shushes you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Fall from grace looks into your eyes, as she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing, the desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand now soaked in your blood. Will you be alright? Yes, I just need a moment. Very well. Fall from grace steps back. We will continue when you are ready. Take a breath, try and collect your thoughts. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast, because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dayanara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you. You could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone and leave. Man, that was a roller coaster. Alright, so in the next episode, we will talk to Quell, and then we will see what... I'm assuming that this is a portal, and when I say Ravel, it's going to whisk us away to wherever Ravel is at. I'm assuming she's in a maze of some kind that the lady imprisoned her in, but we'll see. How long was this episode? It's very long, I think. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching, and hope to see y'all in the next episode, where I think we're going to meet Ravel, finally. I hope so. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope to see y'all there.